forget when I get to happy hour. Oh boy.
I look like you're in a dungeon or
Nah,
something.
just in my living room again. I do where? Oh, background oh, got changed in it.
There it is. We're in the garden.
Yeah. I actually never left. I just got rid of my green screen.
Yeah, where do you sleep? Do you sleep in the basement or do you sleep in the visiting locker room?
I sleep right on the court.
Nice. That's gotta be sick.
It was awesome.
Wait, so what happened when what's your name? Amy Schumer was doing the halftime show with the Knicks Pacers? Like, did you have to get out of the way?
Well, no, I don't sleep during the games. Overnight during the games, they hide me away. They hide me away. It's a little embarrassing, but hey, I'll take it. They don't trust me to sleep there, so I'll take it.
Janitor's closet or something?
Like they put me in the rafters, and I have to watch via binoculars.
You get to live in the garden. So.
That's pretty sick. You've heard about the Garden of Dreams Foundation? That just goes to my food. That's all right.
The Garden of Dreams.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. I don't really know what the title of this video is, so we're going to jump into it. The New York Knicks. Well, Ariel Hukporti is balling out according to Tom Thibodeau, and we're going to break it all down for the next 20 minutes while we're all bored here sitting around. Is this happy hour? You can call it whatever the hell you want to call it, but we're here for the next 20 minutes to throw us your questions, ask us some stuff, but Ariel Hukporti is balling out. Tom Thibodeau has now inserted Hukporti into the rotation for the foreseeable future, and it is going to have a huge impact on the Knicks for the rest of the season and the future. The green screen's coming out or going off. We were just talking about how Matt lives in the rafters, so that's good. I just got a really interesting video. I need to send Matt a photo of something real quick. Oh shit, I missed it. All right, well, great start to this one, guys. Ariel Hukporti has been balling out when he started to play. His first game was rough. He fouled several times, but then he locked Scotty Barnes up 6 ways to Sunday and forced Scotty Barnes to 1 for 9 shooting as the primary defender on Barnes. I really do think this is a sign of things to come. I think the Knicks are going to play him for a while to see what they like and don't like out of the guy who's going to be their backup center for the foreseeable future once they trade Mitchell Robinson in the offseason.
Matt, you want to go? You want me to go?
I was gonna say, like, Chris, you got something more for us, or are you gonna be like,
yeah, I could throw you some more. Hukporti put up 6 points, 4 rebounds, and a couple assists in his first real showing, where there were expectations and.
All right,
you got to move over again.
All right, let me shoot my man Chris some bail. Since we're talking about Ariel Hukporti and his emergence in the rotation, I feel like it's only right that I give some love to Jericho Sims because it's a wrap, man. Obviously, he got shipped out. And I partially think it's his fault because all that hard work that he was doing in the offseason, all those turnaround fadeaways with Mike Bibby, that's all great and dandy. But at the same time, it's like you needed to be working on something that you're actually going to be doing in a game where Coach Tibbs has you on the court. So you working on your skills is great, but if you're not going to be able to implement that during a game, then what are you really doing? I was the one riding for Jericho Sims the longest in here. It kind of sucked. When I saw that, man, it kind of sucked. Like, for real. I wish that he was able to just gain a little bit more confidence during his Knicks tenure. But I mean, Ariel Hukporti, he has gained as far as comparing him to Jericho Sims, he's gained my confidence. I don't think he could be like the answer for our backup big situation. I don't think he is the answer. But of course, with a little training, with a little hard work in the offseason, working on his deficiencies, things could change. But as far as comparing him to Jericho Sims, yeah, Ariel Hukporti is the answer, no question. And let's see what he's gonna be able to do. On Monday against Houston, right? Monday, 8 minutes. He grabbed 2 rebounds. By the way, did you see that move that Amen Thompson had on your boy Precious? Had him on skates, bro.
But what's crazy is
He
I
knows.
was thinking like because Precious had a good score right before that. I was thinking if we were live, me and Chris right now, we would be like, "Yo, Dariel, do you see that?" And then as I was thinking that, that move came out.
I was
Does-
like, I know Dariel's gonna mention this to me at some point when I talk to him, and I'm gonna say I'm happy Precious was playing defense. Thompson's a
Yeah.
tough cover.
Stop it. Do you know what the move was? It was a simple in and out. It wasn't like an in and out to an in between to a back behind the
Yeah,
back
but
dribble.
Precious's
It was
defense is objectively good.
Oh my God, your cape for dude, he stumbled on an in and out. Stop.
Who gives a shit?
He stumbled and
You're
he got
talking about
dunked on.
one highlight play. Okay, no. Jeremy Lin,
He
made LeBron
stumbled
look
on
bad
an
that
in
one
and
time.
out, and
LeBron
then he got
sucks.
baptized at the rim. Are you kidding
Nah,
me?
LeBron sucks at defense, dude. Jeremy Lin made him stumble one time. So LeBron sucks, dude. He sucks. It's terrible.
LeBron is horrible at defense right now. But anyway,
40, so
I mean facts. But he doesn't really give a crap. And then in Toronto, he had 6 points, 19 minutes, 3 of 3 from the field, grabbing 5 rebounds, dishing out 2 assists. So we'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens with the trade. More minutes for Ariel Hukporti, hopefully. And yeah,
for
just
the time being.
yeah. Hopefully
Once
he
Mitch comes
picks it
back
up.
or OG comes back, Hukporti's minutes go again. So this is just purely a triad for Hukporti to see what they think.
better
Why
not
do you
mess
think
up.
he's why do you think he's not the backup center of the future? Just out of curiosity.
I gotta see how. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It depends. I don't want to. I don't want to use that as a cop out, but it depends on what he looks like next season. Cause yo, I can tell, bro. I can just tell when a player his rookie year, and then I can tell the next year. Okay, oh, like I gotta see the way he plays. I gotta see if like okay, he wants it. He wants the spot, or is he just happy to be there? And there's just been countless examples where I've seen him like, all right, he's just happy with the spot. But do you actually want to be the person that the Knicks organization or whatever team you're on are actually depending on?
So, Dariel, have you actually seen things that make you think he can't be the future, or are you just not certain that he is?
No, I'm just not certain that he is because he just hasn't been getting he hasn't been giving enough of an opportunity to give me an actual so I can give an actual verdict. Just
Yeah,
like,
okay.
Yeah,
I just yeah.
I just
Just
can't,
wanted
I
to
just
clear
can't
that
see it.
up.
No, it's all good. I just can't see it. Coach Tibbs, he doesn't play him enough, and now with his little auditioning phase that he's in right now, maybe we'll see it, but we got to see.
I
Yeah,
think
I was
something to
worried
note.
that.
Yeah, go for
Whoa.
it, man. Sorry.
Oh yeah. No, I was gonna say just quickly about Hukporti. That first game, like you mentioned, Dariel, with him getting a ton of fouls really fast. I was worried about that, and I really was. But the second game, he looked pretty good. I'm not expecting him to be, the long term. No, he doesn't have to be the long term anything. What we need right now is a big man, and he's filling in until Mitch can get back. And I'm happy to see that the last pick in the NBA draft, pick 58, is able to make an impact. Me and Chris always talk about it. Most second round picks never do anything for their team. So we'll have to see a guy stepping up when you need him. He's stepped up. So that's all we can really ask out of him. He's not going to be a star player. We know. We know that. Just like talk about the Jericho Sims trade, you talked about how it was sad to see, and I agree with that. Like, I would have loved to see it work out. I love the draft pick in the second round. I love taking a really, really high upside center like that. The super, super athletic guy who, if you can teach him to play basketball at a high level, he could be something really special. He wasn't. Most of those picks, 8 or 9 out of 10 of those picks are going to flat out bust. And I'm okay with that. I still want to take those shots. So I'm happy the Knicks took the shot. But I also think, obviously, the correct move was to trade him away.
I just don't get that, man. How I guess this falls more on the player. Like, I guess the player's mindset. Yo, that guy was uberly athletic. Like, somebody needed to have a conversation with him and like, listen, you're more athletic than 99% of the league. Forget society. If you're more athletic than 99% of the NBA, you're in a different tier. This is like a different universe. This is like Doctor Strange's multiverse. Like, and then if somebody had to have the conversation of like, yo, if you're able to put just some tools together, get a baby hook, get a drop step, get a reverse pivot, give me 2 to 3 basic moves, nobody in the league could guard you. And I've seen it time and time again. Like literally just randomly, Brandon Wright. He played for the Golden State Warriors. I think he was like 6'11", just super athletic, and he was in and out of the league within like 2 seasons. I can't think of anybody right now, but I'm like these players that are super athletic. Gerald Green, who played for the Boston Celtics, he was like a shooting guard, I believe.
Yeah.
Minnesota Timberwolves. He was in
9.5
Houston
fingers.
Rockets.
2K legend.
2K legend. I never played 2K, but I'm going off your word. But like that guy
Fingers
was
look
one of the
like
most
this.
athletic. The one that guy was one of the most athletic players I've ever seen in my life. But he was in and out of the league. He couldn't find a home. And I'm just like,
More
yo,
in than
these players.
out. In fairness to Gerald.
Yeah, yeah, no, correct. Compared to Brandon Wright, but like if these guys were just able to focus in on just give like put within your repertoire a solid 2 to 3 moves, you're gonna be able to have a consistent and stay in the league just a lot longer. And then obviously Jericho Sims is still in the league, but like I just feel like his impact, like it should just be way more greater than what it is. Yeah, whatever, man. He needs a haircut as well. Get that
I
fool
mean,
out of here.
the athleticism in these professional leagues, everyone's athletic. I understand Sims is more athletic than a lot of them. I don't know. You said 99% or 90%. I'm not sure he's
Probably
more
like
athletic
90%.
than that many people, but just athleticism doesn't get you far enough in the NBA anymore. Obviously, this is such an obvious thing to say, but you got to be good on top of it.
I
No,
agree with
100%.
DN in the comments. The coach has definitely messed with Sims' confidence a lot. Yeah, so we're talking about Jericho Sims, and I did talk about this on, when was the trade deadline? Yesterday? Yeah, yesterday.
Yesterday,
Yeah.
I did talk about this yesterday. I was live for around an hour and a half. I'm burnt out from these live streams. This is your third live stream, guys, in this 1 week. So Knicks Digest fans, you guys better be enjoying this stuff. I'm getting sick of
Chris,
it.
Chris, it's okay. I'll take over the next live stream.
I'm good.
Yeah, I know.
But I do love this channel more than most things in my life. But yeah, DeLon Wright acquired by the New York Knicks in exchange for Jericho Sims. The Knicks acquired DeLon Wright, cash considerations, and draft rights to Hugo Bassan in exchange for Jericho Sims and the draft rights to Matthias Lasor. Matthias Lasor, 28 years old, power forward out of France. The Knicks had a lot of interest in bringing him over, as they did of his draft rights. Unfortunately, they could not get around to it because the Knicks would have had to buy him out of his contract, which would have costed $2 million on top of the $3 million they would have owed him, and that would have just been too much money to where the Knicks they were not able to afford it. So Lasor has stayed over in France because he can't get bought out of his contract. Meanwhile, the Knicks acquire Hugo Bassan, who I've said multiple times on multiple different videos and here as well. I am going to make a video. I am going to break down Hugo Bassan. I'm just not done researching everything about him yet. I want to actually give a good video where I'm not stumbling through stuff because I have done some draft and stash videos before where I just feel like I wasn't properly prepared. So that's why that one hasn't come out yet. Luka is far from athletic and he's a beast. Yeah, but Luka's an anomaly. He's also 6'8", let's not forget. But DeLon Wright, acquired by the New York Knicks, putting up 2.5 points per game, 1.8 rebounds, 1.8 assists, shooting 26% from the field, 24% from three-point range. Absolutely abysmal numbers in the 75th to 99th percentile of perimeter defensive rating, which is insanely good. DeLon Wright is a phenomenal defender. He can play three positions in this modern NBA. He can guard three positions in this modern NBA. The Knicks wanted a versatile defender off the bench. It beats me why they wanted a versatile defender off the bench and went to DeLon Wright. It makes me think that despite the fact that the Knicks talked to Dallas, New Orleans, Milwaukee, obviously, and a few other teams, including the Clippers and Lakers, for Jericho Sims, it does confuse me why they would go with DeLon Wright. It makes me imagine that no team gave any of their offer. What surprises me is the fact that the Knicks didn't trade Jericho Sims away for cap space, and why they went for a guy like DeLon Wright instead of cap space. And maybe there's a world that no team who wanted Jericho was in position to take on money. For instance, the Memphis Grizzlies would have worked. I imagine the Grizzlies just didn't show interest in Jericho Sims, hence why the Knicks ended up taking on DeLon Wright. I don't really like the DeLon Wright trade at all very much. I just don't see the point of getting another mainly guard player who joins this team. I don't mind.
He's not gonna get any minutes. Like he's not gonna get a lot of burn.
He's gonna play over Shamit.
You think
though.
so?
Absolutely.
Over Shamit?
Shamit can't hit a shot right now. He can't hit the ocean. Meanwhile, he's not a great defender. DeLon Wright can't hit the ocean, but hey, he plays good defense. Role players, especially guys who are defensive first role players, have historically played better under Tom Thibodeau than anywhere else. So there is hope that DeLon Wright will figure it out with the Knicks. My problem with DeLon Wright is the man looks like a perfect guy to add on to a contending team when he's playing for a rebuilding team. But then the problem, he goes to a contending team, wakes up, and it's like, how do I shoot a basketball again? This has been a consistent thing with DeLon Wright in the past, so it does definitely worry me.
I don't think he's gonna get any minutes over Shamet. I think Shamet is just a little bit of the funk, and maybe DeLon Wright is just insurance. But I think Shamet has that.
I know for a fact.
How?
He's Chris Gallagher. Did you not read the name tag? He knows everything.
No, the Knicks have talked. Shut up, Matt. They've talked about it. They've already basically alluded to the fact that Shamet's minutes are going to get cooked. Tom Thibodeau's a massive DeLon Wright fan. They traded for a guy who Tibbs likes, so that's why.
So he's out of the. So he's not going to get as many minutes because of the funk that he's in right now.
Yeah, he hasn't played well enough on either side of the ball, and the Knicks are very, very short leash with guys who aren't in their top 8, top 7 guys. This is not new.
Do you think it had anything to do with the right shoulder? Do you think it had anything to do with the shoulder injury? Because
yes,
I feel like that shoulder injury kind of messed him up, bro. Like if that never happened in the preseason, like I feel like he would have been not coasting, but he just would have been in a better groove. And then that shoulder injury, he went to the G League, and damn, man, I wanted to see Shamet at full strength. I mean, he's playing through it, I guess, now.
But the problem is, you dislocated your shooting shoulder. That's hard to come back from. So it's like, even still
I think
shooting, he's got to be in his head.
I think Shamet can still come back and get those minutes.
I'm saying what I know is the expected thing by the New York Knicks. I'm not saying what I like. I'd rather it still be Shamet. I think the shot creation need is more of a need than on-ball defense. I mean, Deuce McBride, obviously a great defender. Achua is coming off the bench. His defense has been good. What's his face? Who I just forgot the name of the man on the thumbnail, Ariel Hukporti. His defense has been good. His perimeter defense has been great, and we are going to tie this back into Hukporti in 1 second. But Huk-Tua has to get minutes in the playoffs. I will bet any amount of money that Ariel Hukporti never plays meaningful minutes in the playoffs unless Mitchell Robinson and Precious Achua both get injured. I don't expect to see that, so that won't really happen. The injury definitely threw him off. Christian is absolutely right. He isn't.
Hold on, Shamet is a 1 field goal made on 2.7 field goals attempted, 40%. 3-pointers, these are not great numbers.
20% from 3.
29% from 3 for the season. Yeah, a little bit. But the numbers still aren't great. But compared to DeLon Wright, like 3-point percentage is 24.5%, field goals is 26.8. It's not that much of a difference. That's why I'm a little like. Not. That's why I'm just like, I don't think it's a done deal that DeLon Wright is going to get those minutes over Shamet.
John C. is saying something that absolutely boils my blood right now in the comments. He's saying that you think Mitch is seriously going to play in the playoffs. The amount of people out there who insist that Mitchell Robinson is going to get re-injured infuriates me. Because why the hell would you ever pick the team you like and then just continually say bad things about him? I think it's really, really weird to do that, especially because the New York Knicks, and I said this is the major theme in my last video, is the fact that if the Knicks didn't trade for a big man at the deadline, it means they believe Mitchell Robinson is going to be healthy. It's very, very simple. If they thought Mitch was a danger of re-injury, they would have traded for a veteran rim protector, potentially trading Mitch for that veteran rim protector. So no, don't go out there and just make a baseless claim. Sorry, what's up?
No, I was going to say, Chris, you could also look at it as like, okay, yeah, we do trust Mitch, but like they could also be looking at it as like, this is the last opportunity. Like, if obviously they have no control over injuries, but like they could also be looking at it as like, we're not going to trade for anybody. We do have all the confidence in the world in you. But if you do get injured, whenever you do come back, like in the offseason or whenever they're able to start making trades, like then they're going to ship him out. I'm just saying that they could be looking at it from that perspective. And speaking on Mitch, I know he just got okayed from his doctor for physical contact and all that good stuff. But does anybody know that specific targeted date of when he's coming back?
Right after the All-Star break.
February
20th to February 30th.
So
it was initially going to be a bit earlier, but they wanted to. Again, the Knicks aren't playing him because they want him to be healthy at the playoffs. They don't care if he plays 15 games in the regular. I know that you know this. I'm more saying it to the fans because we've talked about this endlessly. I just spit all over my popcorn. That's disgusting. Look, Tim Bontemps said your solution to rim protection is Mitchell Robinson, then there is no solution. Well, sorry, Tim. I disagree. I understand that Tim Bontemps is an NBA insider. That's not lost on me, but
Chris, you're how confident are you? Scale of 1 to 10, 10 being no possible chance he gets re-injured. How confident are you that Mitchell Robinson is going to be able to be healthy for the rest of the year after he comes back?
Similar level to any player who's dealt with injuries in the past, like a 7.
Really?
Passing
Okay.
grade, yeah, passing grade.
So you're
by
not
much.
worried about him specifically injury history.
I'm more worried about OG Anunoby, if I'm being honest.
Matt, what about you?
I honestly, I think
Yeah, you
John
asking all the
C-
questions, answer your own damn question.
Dude, I think I don't trust him. I don't think he is unlikely to play in the playoffs. I'm at like a 5 out of 10. I don't trust him to stay healthy because I understand he has gone for long stretches without being injured, but I
Wait, so
I do
Chris
think
is more worried. Chris is more worried about Mitch getting injured.
no.
No,
Higher
still
number was
1 to
better.
10, 10 being
Higher
like
number
that,
was better. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So and you're
So
5?
yeah, maybe we should have. I think the question was how confident are you that he's gonna be healthy? So I'm 5. I'm a 5 confident. So I'm, you know,
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
I think he's gonna be playing, but if he goes down at any time, I'm not gonna be surprised for a single second. I'm gonna go, oh, this is what we know Mitchell Robinson to be.
I'm gonna go
Best.
between you guys. Chris was a 7, you're a 5. I'm a 6. I'm gonna
Look,
go right
Yeah.
between you guys.
I'm an optimistic Knicks fan, first and foremost, but at the same time, there's a really big reason why the Knicks want Mitchell Robinson to not get re-injured. He's not going to play back-to-backs. He's going to play in the playoffs, and there's a reason why. Because this is it.
Mm-hmm.
Enjoy watching Mitch in a Knicks uniform while it lasts. Because once it becomes summer, get ready. That man is getting traded. I will bet any amount of money that Mitchell Robinson over this summer gets traded. He's got 1 year left on his deal, becomes an expiring contract, the best offensive rebounder in the NBA, elite rim protection, great ability to get steals. That man's getting moved. The Knicks,
Chris,
Even,
I'll-
even
I'll-
if he comes back and he's healthy and he plays well from 2 weeks from now all the way up until however far they go into the playoffs and or finals, please God. But if he plays well, they're still gonna move him. You think?
that's precisely what they hope can happen, so they can move him. They want to
Stock
move
is gonna
Mitch.
be high. Yeah.
The stock rises, and Mitch is at an expiring contract. They can't afford to re-sign him with that whole second apron situation because they have to re-sign McHale. Josh Hart's contract is going to be coming up as well. So unless Mitch takes some severe pay cut, which he's not going to do, the Knicks are going to move Mitchell Robinson this summer.
Chris, I'll take you up on that right now. $5.
Yeah, sure. Deal.
So you already owe me $5 because Ryan Archie Diakonou was not on the roster come game 1.
Yeah, that was a shocker.
So wait, so Matt, you're saying that they're not going to move him?
Yeah, I'll say that. This is for the sake of fading Chris. For the sake of fading Chris, I understand for all the reasons Chris said. It is highly likely that he is traded, but just to be contrarian, let's and just to take more money from Chris potentially.
Yeah. All right, so Ariel Hukporti, though, he's going to be the backup next season because that's what the Knicks want. They'll probably sign a veteran rim protector as well, someone older, someone probably Australian who has around 18 siblings, whose name is Steven Adams. They're probably going to sign him over the offseason. The Knicks will look for a veteran rim protector.
Aquaman.
Aquaman, indeed. Because here's what the Knicks want to do. They want to bring in a veteran rim protector, and on top of that, they're going to use Ariel Hukporti. But they don't want to use Ariel Hukporti too much this season, because if they don't use him too much, they could sign him to a much, much cheaper contract, which is what the Knicks want to do. They want to sign him to a 4-year deal that's worth an entirety of $11 million or something like that. So the Knicks can get Hukporti as their backup center for real cheap. The same thing they did with Deuce McBride. It works out beautifully. And, I mean, Huck has shown that he is very, very reminiscent of a certain other German with African descent wearing number 55.
Does anybody
Like
else
the Knicks.
hate? Does anybody else hate that? Chris, you just said that they're not trying to play him so much because
money.
I hate.
Well, yeah, because you're a professional basketball player. Of course you don't like it.
No. I'm not even talking about that from that perspective. Well, maybe I am, but I get it. National Basketball Association should literally be converted into National Business Association. The NBA is a business. I understand that.
This
But
is
when
what
you
I mean.
break it,
It's just the player perspective, and you're right.
it's just horrible, bro. Teams don't want
It
to
is.
play me because they don't want to give me so much money.
Yeah,
Bro,
dude,
are
it's
you kidding me?
ruthless.
No, bro. This is basketball, bro. Put me out on the floor, and my skills are gonna help your team, the team that I'm playing for, win. Oh my god, bro.
Well,
That
that's
is
the
so
thing.
disgusting to me, bro.
That's the thing. Hukporti clearly deserves to play. But they're waiting on it. And no. I think you're right. You're right to be outraged.
Disgusting. That is so.
I agree.
The Knicks, obviously, the Knicks aren't the only organization doing this. Just probably every 30 teams are looking at it from that perspective. Yeah, of course. But bro, you have a player who has skills and talent, who can help you get wins, who can help you further your season along, get you past the first, second round, maybe not this year. He's a rookie, whatever. But I'm talking about specifically just a basketball player, skills and talent. And you don't want to put him on the floor because you want to save money? That is the most grotesque thing I've ever heard in my life, bro. Oh my God. This is the whole, like, this kind of goes into Luka Doncic. They don't want to give him the supermax, all that kind of stuff. Like, oh my God, bro. When I hear stories like that, I just cringe. It is so disgusting to me, bro. Matt, what do you think?
No, I can't push back on that. Like, I want to defend the Knicks, but you're absolutely right. No, you are right, because, like, what if we need Hukporti in the playoffs? What if Mitchell Robinson gets injured and he hasn't
play him? Then they'll play him.
No, they'll play him, but he's not going to have the experience that he would have had if they played him the whole season.
Yeah, of course.
The minutes that he has earned and deserves in the regular season.
Yeah. The thing is, Mitchell Robinson is still better than Hukporti. So
I'm not arguing that. I don't think anyone's
going
to argue that.
Like, Precious, Mitch, they're both better than Hukporti in a way that Jericho Sims wasn't. So it's less screwed up now, because now the Knicks have no choice but to play Hukporti, which I think the Knicks are aware they were doing this around the time that Mitch comes back. So yeah, Hukporti will show something, and the Knicks will probably throw some incentives in that contract, like, hey, well, if you do this, then you get this. If you do this, then you get this. But we all know how incentives go. Teams will try to prevent you from hitting them because, as Dariel said, it's the National Business Association. You're not wrong at all. Like, I'm not at all going to disagree with you. I'm not going to argue against players making their money.
Dude,
I'm depressed right now because, like,
Dariel, I'm going to steal that for our Jets videos. National Financial League. I'm taking it.
100%. Just give me credit when you do the video. Say shout out my guy Dariel. But
I got you.
I watch all these different NBA podcasts like Gil's Arena, and as much as like all they do is yell at each other, they do have moments where they talk to you like behind the scenes of like, listen, when I was up for a negotiation, yeah, I talked about my stats, I talked about my numbers, but I also talked about how like the number of ticket sales, jersey sales, and I'm just like, bro, what happened to the game, bro? What happened to you just being able to just get on the floor and just showcase your skills to the world to help your team win, to help your team go further in the playoffs, get to the finals? Like, why can't we? Oh my God, it's so disgusting.
Well, guys, unfortunately, this is going to be the shortest live stream of all time. We have 4 minutes left. And then, I don't know, if Dariel and Matt want to hop back on here, they can, but I am the one who hit the start streaming button, so I have to hit the stop streaming button.
Yeah, no, I'm going to do, whenever we finish in like 20 minutes, so like we finish at 7 o'clock your time. So I'm going to pick up a live at 7:30. So if you guys
I'm finishing this one at 6:40. I got to leave.
Okay, so 7:30 Eastern time. Come back to Knicks Giants us. I will be doing a live. Matt, let me know if you want to hop on, all that good stuff.
Sure.
Facts. You guys can do this. I'm all live streamed out. I did one in the middle of the night that you guys were both there for.
And then you were.
Week?
Oh.
Yeah,
Chris, we're doing Saturday night live on Knicks Digest. That's a thing now forever.
That was real fun. But I don't want 30 Rock to sue me. So we're gonna call it Saturday night.
Saturday Nick live. Hey,
there it is. I was gonna say something stupid just for like a joke and call it like Saturday night like Dariel or something.
Saturday Nick live parentheses SNL. Hey,
that's actually like fun and smart.
Saturday
Unlike the
Nick's
last time I
live.
started doing a live stream thing, and now when I do random impromptu live streams, they're just called Chris's Bored. The worst name you could ever think of because I couldn't think of a name and I was bored. So I'm like, all right, might as well go live for 45 minutes and talk about stuff. But yeah, Huck has an offensive game. Mitch doesn't. Mitch does help out the offense a lot, though. He gets the most offensive rebounds in basketball, and the most open threes come off offensive rebounds. So there's that. No, I'm very pro Hukporti. I think he'll be the backup center next year. I do want to see more out of him, and I think the Knicks are going to bring in a veteran rim protector to challenge him for that role, who's also going to be cool if he's not getting heavy minutes to help kind of mentor Hukporti. I just got to say one thing. Don't be Taj Gibson. Don't do it.
Wow.
Bring him as a coach.
Bring that man back. Pay that man his money.
Honestly, the Knicks should give Taj Gibson a max.
No, I think he will be a coach. That's been rumored for like 2+ years now. I really think that's gonna happen soon.
Chris, keep giving him contracts. What's up?
Yeah, I mean he's a veteran, but I get
a baller.
Yeah.
You don't want him. You don't want him back because like you just don't think he has anything left in the tank. Is that it? Like.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, I feel you, man.
Dude, remember that game that he came back because the Knicks were out of body, so they signed him to a 10-day contract or whatever? He played for 5 minutes and was hunched over, looking like he was about to throw up on the court. Like, Taj Gibson's awesome. I'm not trashing Taj at all. I love Taj Gibson more than most players in NBA history because just all the time he spent with the Knicks. But,
it's just time to move on. Yeah. Let's look at other.
Charlie Knicks shows up, brother,
Yes.
I am drunk.
Welcome, Charlie Knicks.
What up, Charlie? Cheers. Charlie, you're going to have to move forwards with Dariel. We got to get Charlie on one of these lives. We're going to bring him on. We're going to bring our moderator on. Oh, he's cleaning up the chat right now, too. Charlie Knicks doing his thing. The GOAT moderator. The GOAT live streams. Guys, tune back in. We'll be taking a short break. I will not be back because, well, I just don't like Matt at all. And if I have to look at Matt for like 2 more seconds, I'm going to bash my computer over my head. Which would actually be great content now that I think
Yeah, I was going to say I'd love to see it.
Sheesh.
But yeah, guys, Hukporti's the GOAT, and
Better
Breck's
than
probably
Bam.
Thanks, Giannis. I like how Dariel's the man.
Pretty sick.
Yeah, but yeah, guys, tune back in around an hour, and Dariel will be live. So tune into that. Outside of that, I'll catch you guys tomorrow.